When it comes to one single movie, Barbie is the biggest winner at the box office this year, but which movie studio is making the most money right now at the box office, and which movie studio is getting absolutely creamed at the box office? Let's go through them worst to best. When you're looking at these numbers and be like, wow, where do these numbers even come from? Remember, the box office money is not all the money the studios get back. They only get about half of that, and then you have to add a lot of money in for marketing for these movies as well. The biggest loser of the year for a movie studio is far and away Disney. Pretty much every movie they've released this year has been a loser. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 barely broke even when you factor in the massive production budget and marketing budget. And Elemental's getting close to breaking even, but everything else is huge losers, with Indiana Jones, The Little Mermaid, especially Haunted Mansion, being just massive financial disasters for Disney. The next closest biggest loser this year is Paramount. Sure, Scream 6 made them a good amount of money, but Transformers Rise of the Beast, Dungeons & Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem lost them a lot of money this year. Then we have Lionsgate. John Wick 4 was pretty solid for them, making them some good money this year, but they had a lot of movies that were losers, like Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, Operation Fortune, just a lot of movies that lost them a lot of money. Then we have A24, and this year has been rough for them because Talk to Me made them a lot of great money. Horror movies are generally pretty good at the box office, but everything else for them, especially like Beau is Afraid, Past Lives, were big losers for them. Then we have Warner Brothers, which is pretty much still in the red right now. Barbie is the highest grossing movie, or will be the highest grossing movie of the year, but it's no match for stuff like The Flash, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, Blue Beetle, all the DCEU projects, and other movies that Warner Brothers has this year that is just sucking the life out of them and sucking and draining them of money. Dune 2 probably would have helped, but we'll have to wait till next year. Then we have MGM, and now Creed 3 was a winner for them, but Guy Ritchie just can't win this year because Operation Fortune was a flop, and The Covenant for him was a huge flop this year. Neon is also a loser at the box office this year. All their movies that are releasing are very low budget movies, but none of them were able to pop off. They're kind of going more for awards plays this year. Going to be losing money overall. Now getting to the studios that made some good money this year, we have Universal Pictures with obviously Oppenheimer, Megan, Super Mario Bros. Movie. They've had some big winners. They would be making a lot more though if they didn't have movies like Fast X losing them lots and lots of money, dragging them down. But probably the biggest winner at the box office when you add all the movies that were released by those studios together is Sony. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was a huge winner for them, and really the only losers they had is something like 65, which sucked them out of a lot of money. You may be looking at this and being like, only 2 studios made money and they're all losing? How is this sustainable? How do they keep this going? How is this even a thing? Well, there's 2 things you can't overlook here. One, when it's out of theaters and goes to streaming, or you rent it on Amazon, or you buy the DVD, buy the Blu-ray, they make a lot of money back through doing that. So that's another way they can recoup these budgets and end up profiting on these movies. And then the other thing you can't overlook ever is Hollywood accounting. Good old Hollywood accounting. Even when a movie makes a lot of money, Hollywood's going to be able to spin it and report it and say they lost a ton of money, so it can be major tax write-offs. So yeah, a lot of movie studios have already lost a lot of money this year, but you know a way they could lose even less money? To pay the writers and actors what they're justly deserved, because they're losing almost $1 million each and every week that they're letting the strike go on. Just pay the actors and writers. It'll benefit you in the long run, and you'll be able to release movies like Dune 2 this year instead of pushing it to next year. And Warner Brothers, maybe you could turn a profit because you really need it after the DCEU is sucking out all your money.